Megan flicked on her flashlight, its beam cutting through the fog that rolled in like a shroud over the dense woods surrounding her hometown of Harrowsville. She was determined to find her friend Lily, who had vanished nearly 2 weeks ago after leaving cryptic clues about exploring the abandoned Halston Manor. The police had found nothing, dismissing it as another case of a teenager running away. But Megan knew Lily better than anyone. She knew about the fire that still burned behind Lily's curious eyes, about her obsession with urban legends, particularly the ones surrounding the manor on the edge of town. It was said that those who entered the manor often left changed, and some never left at all. Lily would have never run away. She was drawn to mystery like a moth to a flame. The trees groaned with the weight of early evening mist, an unsettling chorus as Megan made her way up the rutted path leading to the estate. The forest seemed alive, whispering leaves, snapping twigs, a chorus of sounds that could almost form words if one listened hard enough. She kept her focus on the narrow trail, the chill in the air sharpening as she walked. The manor loomed ahead, its silhouette bizarre against the moonlit sky. Its gabled roof pierced the heavens like a jagged knife. Tall, thin windows looking out like hollowed eyes from within a crumbling face. Stories associated it with disappearances, dating back to the 1800s when old Mr. Halston disappeared without a trace, leaving his wealth and estate to rot. It was a beacon for thrill seekers and teens like Lily, despite its dangerous reputation. Megan hesitated. The stories shouldn't have made her feel hesitant, but something about the looming structure prickled the hairs on her neck. She felt watched. Old photographs of the manor tucked away in the dusty town library couldn't capture the silent menace it exuded now, standing under cloud-obscured starlight. Shaking off the unease, she advanced past the manor's gate, creaking on its rusted hinges. Her footsteps echoed across the barren courtyard, each step punctuated by the uneasy squawk of startled ravens taking flight. Ivy entangled every structure, sneaking into every crevice of the manor, as if attempting to pull it down into the earth. The air was heavy with decay, time's merciless grip tightest around the edges, where the wood rotted and paint flaked. Megan took a jagged breath and continued, probing her light into crevices and past weathered furniture. Keeping to her to-do list, she explored the first floor, calling Lily's name. Dust motes danced in the stagnant air, and shadows stretched long, haunting arcs across the moldy wallpaper. What drew Megan was the drawing room. Every town tale mentioned its massive stone fireplace, blackened with ancient soot residue, akin to dark, unreadable messages. There, nestled in the brick mantel, she found her first real clue, a diary belonging to Mr. Halston himself. Pages were yellowed, entries sporadic towards the end, scribbled with erratic handwriting. Flipping through, she found cryptic notes hinting at the room behind the mirrors, an obsession that hinted at madness. Megan's pulse quickened. There was no map, no coordinates, just references that sent shivers crawling through her skin. Somewhere in the manor was a secret left buried, something beyond the known architecture. Breathing deeply to quell rising panic, Megan set off to search. She traced the walls, tapped each wood panel, yearning to hear something different than the hollow sounds of empty space. As she progressed, she stumbled across remnants of family portraits, their faces warped beyond recognition by weathering and fire. Her anxiety grew as she ventured deeper, moving without direction, until she found a corridor she didn't remember seeing on the map. Its stark length was lined with mirrors, tall, gilt-framed reflections that warped the dim light in sinister ways. Each one was positioned at an angle to suggest they were more than mere decoration, set with precision enough to suggest deliberate purpose. As she walked, Megan saw herself multiply into endless versions that accompanied her every hesitant step, an infinite parade of frightened stares and whispered doubts. When the beam caught the edge of a distant mirror, the glass seemed to ripple, like a stone-stirred pool rather than solid surface. Approaching warily, she reached out to touch the cool surface, astonished when her fingers sank through, sticky as gel, but with the pull of gravity. She wavered, heart pounding, before stepping into the passage it concealed. The air shifted, possessing a dense quality almost alien. The sensation was utterly disorienting, ushering her through a hidden portion of the manor, a network of clandestine rooms filled with archaic relics and forgotten belongings. Megan felt her fear transform from cautious to gut-churning as shadows brushed past her, whispers crowding her thoughts. Turning corners, she was startled by flashes of movement, apparitions she feared, that lunged from her peripheral sight, then vanished when confronted. The innards of the place transcended architectural logic, creating a labyrinth detangled only by distorted sounds and angles. Each step defied expectation, a wall where there shouldn't be one, a door which led to endless loops, stairs curling up into improbable places. Finally, something broke the relentless cycle, a room larger than anticipated. It spread vast beneath a cathedral ceiling, cluttered with tarnished furniture and oddities piled haphazardly. At its center, Lily sat curled, eyes unfocused and haunted. Her presence felt spectral, like she was only partially there. "Lily," Megan whispered, not daring to trust the reality of the scene. Her friend looked up, a fraught smile breaking across her pale face. Yet there was something wrong, an aberrant sheen to her eyes unlike anything Megan had seen before. "I knew you'd come. It's a trap." Lily's voice broke, both in anguish and clarity. "You have to go. Now." The urge to embrace her friend clashed with palpable fear. Every instinct screamed to pull Lily along and run, but she couldn't dismiss the pull of understanding the truth that lay tangled in Halston's madness. A pervasive presence, a watcher in the void, grinned from unseen corners as Megan hesitated, rooting her to the spot. Her attention flickered back to the diary entries, the mirrors, and the relentless riddle of behind the panels. Megan needed answers, and Lily's subdued form signaled both a warning and a plea. But each beat of her heart quickened the return of the chills crawling down her spine, a warning knock at the threshold of flight or fight. Above and beyond the rational fear, Megan felt compelled, her friend's plight overshadowed by whispers of discovery. She understood that what they faced was beyond the realm of simple danger. The mirrors, more than reflections, served as veils or crossings, a medium that the house used to trap souls, feed from curiosity as it had done through generations. Hallucinatory scenes played over her vision, conjectures of what happened to those who wandered too far, too lost, from safety, echoes from past victims begging for release. Lily blinked slowly, a tear coursing down her cheek. Did it carry regret, acceptance, or something Megan didn't dare to analyze? Megan moved, resolve gaining momentum to end this cycle, even as inside she frittered on the cusp of dissolution between rationality and lunacy. The walls themselves seemed to breathe, inhaling as she began pushing deeper into the materials of the manor. Each step fared against sanity, as Megan confronted projections that were sleek and sinister, crafting experiences both false yet inextricably true. Each interaction with the fabric of the house unfolded layers beyond normal comprehension. Within the hollow heart of Halston Manor, time slipped and twisted in a riddle entangled with existence. Confronting the center of that paradox wasn't just physical, but required insights both electric and ephemeral. Paradoxically, through instinct, Megan found the terminals of control, the gateway between reflections and realities. Megan's struggle embraced Lily's fears, a shared tapestry now exposed with memories dear yet bittersweet. Megan scraped a nail against the lacquered surface, thick where the sheen blurred perception. Sparks, like lightning, crackled beneath her digits. The whole of the space trembled, a liberation enforced upon all in it, each entity screaming into harmony. Under faint dawn light, Megan found herself back in the forest, breathing deep, fresh scents not perceived in centuries. Lily lay beside her, dazed but forcibly bound to reality, breaths looking gossamer between realms. Behind them, Halston Manor dissolved in the morning haze, a beacon now extinguished. Their retreat from the abyss came with understanding and loss, blending the beauty of Riddle's End with an isolation concerning uninvited legacy. The town's myths whispered through ages, hushed for now, yet echoing to endure the longing remnant, slithering beneath conscious minds.